So in my lesson with my grade 9 arts ed, I have a 9A and 9B. I was wanting to do a pre-assessment to understand where they were at with their remembering about different dance things in previous lessons. So I did two different things, kind of similar. One class, I had them get into small groups and brainstorm everything that they remembered as a group about dance. Then I had them come up and write on a piece of paper, a word wall, sort of like a tag game, so it was kind of competitive. So only one person from each group could come up and they could write down one thing that they wrote in their brainstorming session. Another group, the 9Bs, I wanted them to do it with the whole class. So I gave them a few minutes of just quiet time to reflect in their mind what they remembered about dance. And then we shared as a whole class and brainstormed on a word wall, everything together as an incomplete class. So what that told me was that they remembered a lot about different types of dances. They could name a lot of different dances, and they could also talk about how that you could express your feelings through dance, or you could express a story through dance, and that it often was connected with music, but it didn't have to have music, but that rhythm was extremely important. So then when it came to describing movement and action or the elements of dance, they didn't seem to have a lot of memory or recall, or it wasn't the first things that came to their mind anyway. So for my planning in the next lesson, I knew that we needed to focus more on describing and how to describe movement and action and mood and element. So at that point I gave them some examples of dances off YouTube, and we talked about it a little bit, actually pointed out some of the different movements, described them a bit. Then I gave them one dance where we didn't talk about it, and they had to describe on a piece of paper, a question sheet, that would describe movement without judgment. So they couldn't tell me, oh, this was great, or it was lovely. They had to actually describe the movement and the action. And then a question about what did it make them think about or wonder, and then what did they think that the message was of the dance.